Do you want to change your life in some way? Say a new career, losing weight, a new relationship, or a new direction in life? Well, it's helpful to know the process that you need to go through so that you can reach the success and fulfillment that you deserve. Want to know this process? Then keep watching. Hi, I'm Rachel Wood, relationship and life coach and founder of Creative Pathways Coaching. Today we're going to talk about the process of change. When it comes to change, whether it be about losing weight, going for those career goals, whatever, we can get addicted to the short-term results. Our focus shifts to this rather than maintaining the long-term goals. Sometimes it's all about staying in the planning stage or staying in the dream of what could be rather than actually take decisive action towards a long-term goal. It can also be about the shiny new thing or the shiny new idea. It can also be about just staying where you are because you're comfortable in your comfort zone. Here's an example of your comfort zone and how we always tend to lean towards it. Do you know what cognitive dissonance is? It's when you do something that feels wrong or unfamiliar. A good example of this is when you cross your arms. So I want you to cross your arms. Yeah? Now I want you to cross them the other way. Feels wrong, doesn't it? You instinctively want to cross them back to the way they were. Yeah? This is cognitive dissonance. This is what happens when we deal with change in our life. It feels wrong. Our arms are crossed the wrong way, and we want to just go back to what is comfortable, to our comfort zone. But change is where the magic happens. Cognitive dissonance is the magic. If you want success in your life, you need to seek cognitive dissonance. You need what is not comfortable and what is new to you. So are you willing to do what it takes to achieve long-term change? Sometimes we want something, which means doing something that we've never done before. And this takes effort. It means pushing through, having the willpower and the determination to go the long distance towards that goal. So let's look at what happens when we start to implement change in our life. This is what is termed as the emotional cycle of change. And it's from a book I read ages ago, and I can't for the life of me remember the author. But anywho, the cycle of change occurs when we embark on a new project, on a new plan, on a new business, on a new relationship. This process can be applied to any area of your life when it comes to change. So we're going to start with stage 1, uninformed optimism, commonly known as the rose-tinted glasses. This is at the start of your weight loss journey, your new relationship, your new business. All you can see is the positives, the benefits, nothing of the negatives or the downsides. And some people will do anything to avoid looking at the negatives. For example, oh my God, he's so gorgeous. He's so smart and funny. He's my soulmate. I just know it. Nothing has ever felt this good. Or something like that. Most of us know this stage really quite well. Yeah? Then after a while, we begin to enter the next stage. The next stage, stage 2, is informed pessimism. This is when you come to realize that the project, the business, the relationship isn't as rosy as you thought. This is when you begin to experience the downsides and really not much of the benefits. Business isn't producing the income you expected. You and your love are arguing a lot about silly things. That house you decided to renovate has way more problems than you thought, and I've been in that one. So let's use an example so it's really clear. I have experienced this recently with taking up lifting weights, hoping to gain heaps of muscle and less fat. Now, after a couple of months, I'd hoped to see more muscle definition than I have at this time. I expected more, but I do have some, just not the optimistic amount I expected that I would get when I was in that first stage, when I first started this journey. And yes, I was expecting more guns after 8 weeks. And yes, I knew I was unrealistic, but I'm sure you can think of a time like that too in your life. So let's take this further. Using my example. Now there is a lot of work I'm already doing. I'm spending 1 hour a day strength training and 1 to 2 hours cardio and a far better diet. So you begin to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is it worth it to only gain a small amount after 2 months? Maybe it wasn't so bad after all when I was a bit unfit. Do I really need to increase my lean muscle? Look okay. So at this stage is where you begin to question why you've decided to change in the first place. So usually at this stage you've had some gains. Well, you'd hope you had. Usually it's not all bad, but maybe not as good enough or good enough to keep continuing. You see, what you're experiencing is a serious loss of enthusiasm. This then leads you to the next stage. But you're going to have to wait and see. Part 2 is coming up next time. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe below to see future ones. I post a new one every Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, depending on your time zone. And remember, you can book a coaching package with me or check out my other resources on my website and subscribe to Creative Pathways Facebook and Instagram. All links are in the description below. And I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.